On the road. What's up, guys? This is Mike Lewis. Going to be casting the League of Dota Week 6 finals. This is going to be a best of 3, so, winner of the best of 3 takes the win. And if you're watching on Dota TV, then thank you for buying a ticket. If you're not, be sure to buy the ticket. Only 99 cents, get drops and loot and all that stuff. It's going to be between Adaptable, going to be playing on the Radiant, and Bubbleblowers on the Dire. I had the fortune of watching Bubbleblowers, I think, a total of 4 times over the course of this entire thing. So I'm a little more familiar with them. I have not seen Adaptable play yet, but they just 2-0'd in their last semifinal against White Noise, and we saw them in their pretty exciting game versus someone Flint, for Love International. They took a long drawn game off of them. So Adaptable will have to be some sort of good, right? They're in the finals. We'll see exactly how good they are. Well, we have some picks and bans on the table, so let's get right into it. Adaptable, you can open up with a Visage Clock ban and Elder Titan Slark, all looking pretty normal. It's going to allow the Alchemist as well as the Enchantress to slip in for the Adaptable side. Not really sure if the Enchantress is a hero they favor or not, but either way, Enchantress is going to be the pickup. Usually it is a hero that you could wait until the 4th or 5th pick to actually pick up, just because the enemy can ban Enchantress or Chen, but either way, you're usually okay with getting either one of them. They're reasonably interchangeable. But getting that with the Enchantress, with the Alchemist, and then a Doombringer, that's an interesting combination right there. Now, I don't really know what's going to happen to this Doom. Usually Doom does jungle. I guess he's going to go to a safe lane and just be a primary farmer there. But Enchantress is most assuredly going to be in the jungle. Bubbleblowers, on the other hand, they're going to be running the Bristleback Venomancer as well as Storm Spirit. We've seen the Venomancer from them quite a few times. It's been fairly effective every single time, actually. Bristleback is a hero that we haven't really been seeing. I don't think we've seen it at all from them just because it's been banned the entire time. And then with their second phase of instantly picking up the combination initiation of Storm Spirit as well as the Lifestealer. Adaptable, with their 4th pick, going to pick up yet another melee hero. They're currently very melee heavy. Bubbleblowers, they don't have the most range on their team. Like the Venomancer and Storm Spirit are both technically ranged heroes, though they're very low ranged. But Lifestealer, Bristleback, they both are very strong lane controller heroes, whereas Doom and DK, DK is, Doom not so much. Adaptable, I expect, going to be running a DK solo mid, Alchemist, Enchantress, roaming, ganking, jungling party. Doom farming, and then they need just one more hero. Luna's going to be the ban, as is the Crystal Maiden. Bubbleblowers is going to be looking for another support hero to round off their lineup. I really like fast drafts. It's good to see the teams that know what they're getting. Because Adaptable, wouldn't say that I would expect any of these picks in this order from Adaptable. It's kind of a weird setup. They do have a little bit of pushing power with the Enchantress as well as DK. They have a lot of single target focus. They have a very, very gank heavy lineup for now.
10 seconds
also, that Doom, the Doom ultimate spell rather, will be very, very good against the Storm Spirit as well as the Lifestealer. If you get that on him before he rages, then the Dragon Tail could follow, then the Impetuses can follow. A lot of pain for the Lifestealer won't be fun for him. And Bubbleblowers for their final support pick is going to be the Bane. I think that might be a pseudo ban for Adaptable, keeping the Lifestealer safe, keeping the Storm Spirit safe with that Bane pickup. Bane doesn't really have the most synergy within these teams. There's the Nightmare run up into Open Wounds for the Lifestealer, which isn't the strongest, but it's still a decent combination. Yet Bane, on the whole, with the disables that he offers, is much needed for Bubbleblowers. They do have the Storm Spirit pullback, but now with the Nightmare, now with the Fiend script, we'll actually have some way of dealing with the with Adaptable. They need some sort of stun, and there they go. Adaptable, in the meantime, they have all the stun, all the disable in the world. Enchantress will generally be packing around a stun in some form, whether it be the Centaur or the Troll. Of course, the Alchemist will have a stun, as will the DK Doombringer. With his silence is good enough for the Storm Spirit. You don't exactly have to stun him when you could just silence him for like 20 years. That'll do the job just fine. But Adaptable, looking for another hero, I think a Wind Ranger would probably be the best hero for them right now. They need another hero to just go onto the lane, assuming Alchemist and Enchantress are going to be doing that roaming pseudo jungling thing that I was talking about earlier. And it will offer them yet another stun. Will be very survivable versus the Lifestealer, and has okay armor. I think 2 armor versus the Bristleback, going for Ring of Basilius, bring it up to a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll probably be pretty good for them. Would also give them a ranged hero, just because ranged heroes are generally pretty useful, being able to attack from not melee range. We'll see what they actually want to go for. It's going to be a gyrocopter. Adaptable, very, very greedy in their lineup. Enchantress can go with nothing, as can Gyrocopter, I guess, if he is played as support, but I'm not sure if he is. Once again, I don't know the hero roles of Adaptable right now. But Gyrocopter as their final pickup, whether it's Alchemist or Gyrocopter as support, either way, their lanes are going to be very greedy. I mean, Doom needs his farm, DK. He will survive against the Storm Spirit and do okay. He'll do much better against Storm Spirit than he will do against many other heroes. But still, he won't have the best time in the world, so Doom's going to struggle. This tri-lane, I think, of Enchantress, Alchemist, as well as Gyrocopter might struggle a little bit as well. Alchemist now buying up a smoke, so it is going to be a support Alchemist for the Adaptable side, and let's see who else is going to be playing what. The Alchemist is going to be roaming around, played by Lights. Lycus is going to be on the Gyrocopter. Jumong is going to be mid-laning that DK, no surprise there. Railgun is on the Doom, and Ryanoob is going to be on the Enchantress. Look at those very easy to pronounce names. I love it. Buck, on the other hand, from Bubbleblowers, he's playing the Bane, as is said from playing the Venomancer. Jealousy is going to be on the Lifestealer. Zephyr playing that Storm Spirit mid lane, and that leaves Danny up top solo versus the Gyrocopter probably. Although it looks like Lights is here as well. They might just be running dual lanes. Ryanoob is looking to aggressively jungle the enemy. Railgun in the bottom lane against this tri-lane is definitely not going to get anything done at all. If he gets too close, the Lifestealer is going to beat him down, and Doombringer is exactly what the Lifestealer is designed to kill. No armor, which means that Feast and, of course, the right clicks will be doing their full damage. And high HP, which means the Feast is going to be doing even more damage. So Doombringer versus Lifestealer is definitely not a good matchup for the Doombringer. Like, at no point in the game does it turn favorable. Unless the Doombringer is on the offensive, but then Lifestealer could just smack the Doombringer around a little bit. Even without his spells, he doesn't really need them to put the hurt onto the Doombringer. So Doombringer's going to struggle on this bottom lane, though. He's Doombringer. He has the option to just go and jungle up himself and kind of abandon the safe lane, which is really awkward. You don't really want to abandon that bottom lane just because the tower is... I mean, it's the safe lane. You want someone there who could farm. But they will have that double jungle if that is if Railgun truly does not get anything off that lane. He will have some way of recovering. Taking a look at Lights now, camping out on a haste rune. Wants to know who's up in this top lane. Killing off Daniel will be a little bit difficult. Killing off Storm Spirit will be a little bit more viable, especially with, Wild Wing. Not the best one for the Enchantress to pick up. Zoffin is going to get caught with this regardless. There's a stun in tower range, however. The Wild Wing's going to come in. They're going to lay down Static Remnant. Zoffin, though, completely surrounded, is going to get blown down by the Breathed Fire of Jumong. To give him first blood. Very, very easy rotation from the Storm Spirit. Very, very fortunate rune as well from Lights. And Enchantress showing her face, even though she doesn't have a good ganking creep at all. Now going to sacrifice the Wild Wing to its babies. That's just cruel. Zoffin does drop first blood, and now we have Railgun on the run as well. Nightmare might catch him, and it looks like it won't. Doombringer will just look to devour anything he get his hands on. Not the best targets. He did get that, what is it called, Troll Priest or something like that, which is far from ideal. And now Danny might be in a little bit of trouble as well. If the stun lands, the Troll will follow up with a stun. There's a stun, but Danny does have Stout Shield, does have a Bristleback as well, so the damage will be returned a little bit due to that Quill. He'll be able to walk out of there alive. The Enchantress is definitely going to be aggressive jungling, and now Zoffin going to be pushed back by the remaining HP of this Wild Wing. Zoffin is not having a fun time at all. Does have his bottle soon, though. Missing that last CS is actually going to be hugely punishing. If he steps up, he gets breathed fired on, and he just dies. He's going to receive some support from Sedge as well as Buck. They're in position to dive this DK, but Storm Spirit really not healthy enough to do so. Does still have Tangos and Sedge. I guess they're looking for the Enchantress, but they should know at this point that the Enchantress is just in their jungle. Zoffin is really, really struggling in this lane versus Jumong. Will not still get the bottle. Now it's actually falling out towards him as we speak. Buck, not too sure what he's doing. He's actually going to pull it into the Ogre camp. Just one creep, though. I don't know where these creeps are going to head towards, but it looks like Zoffin might be in a little trouble once again. Oh, they see the courier. Oh, they see the courier. Run, little bubble blower, run. He's going to live. Okay, well, the bubble blower courier might live, but Zoffin I don't think is going to be as lucky because the stun's being charged up. There's the stun. The Dark Troll is going to follow up the net. Dragon Tail if need be, but it's not even necessary. Even Sedge copying a little bit of damage there from that Breathed Fire. As this time Ryanoob takes that kill home. Jumong going to get 1 kill, 1 assist there. And Storm Spirit, a very, very easy to gank hero as long as he's pre-level 6. If he's level 6 there, he just runs out. No problemo. Runs into the Unstable Concoction on the way, and then he's fine. So, Bubbleblowers, they drop a couple kills on that lane. However, Lifestealer still having the time of his life down bottom. Doombringer with a couple of CS, he does have the Devour to kind of stay in the game with the extra gold that he does get from that, though. Sedge leaving that lane for now. Jumong level 4 versus the level 3 Storm Spirit, as Storm Spirit just needs his level 6, then he'll be able to survive these ganks. But until then, Ryan Noob's Enchantress as well as Light's Alchemist will continue to apply the pressure, really give Adaptable just a lot more space on this mid lane for Jumong to farm and actually win the lane. Not what we see. Oh, they're going to catch Jumong. Zafin is going to lay down a couple of tower shots on him, but a regeneration rune means that they actually can't kill this DK, especially when Zafin gets bursted down like that from the Breathe Fire. That's not going to happen. So essentially, the Adaptable side, they have sacked the bottom lane. Doom doing a little bit of pushing himself, might eat through, and well, he can't actually double pull, and the Sentry Ward on this camp prevented that from spawning as well. So Doombringer, his options are limited by the aggressive warding that happened trying to counter off the Enchantress, though he's still getting a little bit of farm. He's level 4, he's going to go for a Soul Ring so he could farm up as much as he wants. Now Ryanu in a little bit of trouble perhaps. He's getting surrounded. No, it's actually Danny's getting surrounded. Looks like the Surroundee is just become the Surround... Did. Light's gonna chuck the stun onto Sedge. There is a Satyr there for the blast. Sedge gonna land a pretty good Gale though onto 3. Danny is here for the Quills as well. The heal though from Ryanu, keeping everyone alive. The creep's doing a lot of damage actually. Jumongo is coming in hot. Danny does not have his back to his opponents. He's gonna get bursted down. Now Sedge in a little bit of trouble as well perhaps. Jumong does not have his level 6. They do have a lot of Enchantress creeps. However, Sedge is, if they just go up there, they could just kill him if they wanted to. But right now, the pressure is being applied and is going to continue to be applied as Adaptable are just steamrolling their way past this tier 1 tower. Railgun still not ganked up just yet. There's level 3 open wounds on the Lifestealer. This might be it. Yes, Railgun getting a little bit too close, a little bit too quickly. There's the Rage, though Railgun is fast enough with that Scorch Earth as well as boots to just barely get away. Lifestealer without any boots of his own. The tower in the meantime in the top lane does go down. A couple Plague Wards being thrown out by Sedge, though it looks like the Adaptable side being rather merciful. Everyone picking up power treads as well. Oh no, it's time to die, Venomancer. It's time to die. Someone get in there and flush that snake out. Everyone get in there. Go, go, go. Rocket Barrage. Pew, 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 pew. Sedge stunned up as well. He's dead. Had a small chance to get out, but decided to stick around for just a little bit too long. That's going to put Adaptable up at a 4-0 advantage in this game. And Bubbleblowers, and they do have Jealousy down in the spot lane doing his thing. Does have a Hand of Midas ready to be purchased up. But a 4-0 disadvantage plus a tower loss this early on is absolutely crippling. They still haven't killed Doom either. The boots that he has, plus the fact that Jealousy is skipping boots in favor of Hand of Midas, means that they actually cannot kill this Doombringer until perhaps Bane hits level 6, but that's a long way off. It's a very, very long way off. And until then, Jumong, who has hit level 6, will be pushing towers with the Enchantress, who is currently level 4. So Jumong will be able to, Invisibility Rune as well, get a gank and a tower push. Storm Spirit, he will be able to survive a Dragon Tail unless there is a... maybe 1-2 other heroes around. There'll still be a lot of damage going towards him, but Jumong now does have an invisibility rune, a lot of assets, a lot of possibilities for him for push for ganking, and then he could just go for a push if he doesn't want to do any of that either. Enchantress has arrived into this fight, has power treads at base, which kind of sucks, but Jumong might be in a little trouble. They have the ball lightning. Zafin, though, is not going to be receiving any support. In the meantime, Bristleback actually solo kills the Gyrocopter, really? Okay, well, I didn't expect that one to happen. Not in a million years. Probably should have been looking at the health bars, but unfortunately, so it goes. Gyrocopter does go down solo to the Bristleback. Huh. Might be in the mid lane where we're going to be seeing the next part of action. There's no True Sight, though, so they actually can't kill this guy. They're going to pull him back. They might land a Gale, but Jumong going to shrug that one off really easily. Next action is going to happen on the bot lane, though. Doom is level 6. He has the Doom. They have to know about this. They should know about this. They have to back up right now. There's the Doom onto Jealousy. Nightmare instantly. The stun's being charged up by Light. A little bit of body blocking, perhaps. No, stun's going to be thrown. Going to land onto Jealousy. They really want this life, so they're dead. They're going to split the damage between him and Buck. They're both going to make it out, it looks like. Gyrocopter doing a little bit of damage, not enough. And it looks like the Lifestealer will be able to walk back to his base. A whole lot of people down in the spot lane. A whole lot of wasted time. Though that time will only truly be wasted if they don't take this tier 1 tower. Venomancer taking the aggro, and the second creep wave also going right past, and now Jealousy going to open up the wounds of Lyke. It's going to go straight to town, though the damage he's taking is quite a bit as well. He's going to actually hide in a creep that will dodge the stun. Here comes Zafin, here comes Danny. They're going to catch Lyke off guard. They're going to catch Lights off guard as well. Looks like Railgun and Ryanu will be able to make it out alive, but it will not be without its sacrifices. DK, in the meantime, having no part of that, was in the mid lane the entire time, pushing down that tower. but it is at the cost of 3 kills. Bubbleblowers all of a sudden looking pretty decent, at least not as bad as 1 minute ago. Will put the gold advantage out of the experience advantage, at least out of Adaptable's hands. Gold advantage, I'm sure, will turn the same way soon as well. Somebody can cancel on the bottom lane, a little bit more wasted gold, but you have a big wraparound gank from the Adaptable side. No more Doom on this Doombringer, won't be able to offer that much of anything. There is a Dragonite here with a Dragon Tail regeneration rune in tow, though he does not have his Dragon form. Cannot get an easy stun on Jellypy. There's the Breathe Fire. So Jellypy will just walk his way out easy. No, he won't actually. He's very, very weak. There's actually no nukes on this Doom. No Breathe Fire on the DK. Danny's going to cover the retreat. Everyone's fine. Jellypy going to get out of there without a hitch. The tower is held. Less than half HP. Both towers, actually. So it looks like this is going to be a seesaw battle. And I think the saw is about to break on the side of the Bubbleblowers. They do have an Enchantress with only 1 creep, which isn't terrible for pushing. The Skeleton's actually pretty damn good. Courier spotting things out from the Bubbleblowers side. Probably should get out of there, and there goes the tower. Alchemist beating that one up, and are they going to keep going? Do they have the Dragon form? They do. If I could click on him, I could figure it out. 5 seconds, they will. Yeah, they're going to keep going for this one. They don't have any more... Oh, no, they do still have creep from the Enchantress. Summoning a couple more skeletons. The Corrosive Breath from the Dragon just going to town. Jellypy wants to get on this, but he's instantly going to get tailed. Is there a follow-up stun? You bet there is. Doom denied, though. Well done by Buck, though. At the same time, Lifestealer is out of this fight regardless, so they cannot take this one unless they stack up a lot of stuff on the enemies. Though there's the chain, there's the call down in. The Storm Spirit zips in and instantly gets punished for it. Dragon Tail will bring him down. Breathe Fire, killing off the Bane as well. Danny now on the run. Another stun from the Alchemist going to get thrown, and Danny is going to get dropped as well. Like is getting a double kill. Commuted, there's your prize. Sedge is now going to get stunned up from a Dragon Tail, and he's going to get demolished. 9-3, and this push train is not stopping for anyone. Jumong does still have a couple more seconds of that Dragon Knight Dragon form, and this tier 3 tower 10 minutes in is almost down. Jellypy going to try to go for Railgun, though this rage will wear off very, very shortly. Looks like Lights might actually just kill himself. Oh, killed by the Dire. That could have gone a lot worse. Bubbleblowers are on the bounce back, though. Storm Spirit, he's going to burn a lot of mana. Try to go for that pull on Jumong. He is going to land it. Level 3 pull that will bring him back to Buck, though no Fiend's Grip just yet. Jellypy going to get in there with the open wounds. Jumong looking for a stun to someone, anyone. Not going to find it, though. He's still alive. There's an Infest as well as a Nightmare available. Infest? Infest? Just Infest? Okay, you could just wait and do it the old-fashioned way. Jumong's going to die in a corner all alone. His team has abandoned him. But at the same time, the entirety of the bottom lane has been completely demolished. And now the other 2 lanes, mid and top, they're quaking in their tower foundations because they know what's coming. They just need the Enchantress to get a couple more creeps. And then I think it's just going to be just continuing to push. Doombringer will have his Doom by then. Alchemist Stun doing so much work. And even Lycus, with a very, very early leave of the top lane from the Gyrocopter, is making himself very, very well known in this game. Adaptable, really putting the pressure to the Bubbleblowers side and doing it very, very early, doing it very, very quickly. The ping is out, actually. They're going to go straight for the bottom lane once again. And what a better way to open it than Jellypy getting a little bit too far out. It was a Shadow Blade there from the Dragonite. He picked that up from all the gold that he's gotten from 4-1-5 in a hero score. And then, of course, having 4 towers down in the game doesn't exactly hurt either. But yeah, Enchantress is here. Everyone should be heading down towards the bot lane soon enough. They want to crack Raxes. And Danny, he knows that. That's why he's staying around at such low HP, not expecting anyone to come in. He does have a lot of protection with now a Fiend's Grip up on the Bane, but the bottom lane is going to be the target for the Adaptable side. Here comes Doombringer, possibly looking for a Doom onto Zoffin. Doesn't really have that much to back him up aside from a Gyrocopter. That won't be enough, however. Jumong does have a Shadow Blade, does have the Dragon form up, so I guess there's no sense in pushing the high ground when you could easily go for a tier 2, right? I think the only reason they got all the damage on the tier 3 tower in the first place was because they were riding momentum from kills. And, well, there's no momentum from kills this time. They were routed in the end, so they're going to just instead go for the easy towers to pick off, and with the Venomancer up, it's going to make this a little bit difficult, but it's only level 5 Venomancer. You can't really do that much, especially when the wave dies that quickly. Jumong is going to pop the Dragon form for this one. The tower now, oh, going to pop a lot of Dragon forms. Dragons friggin' everywhere. They're going to keep going for that tier 2 tower. Fortification has already been spent. They can even focus these wards if they want to. get a little bit of extra gold, or just go straight for the tower. That is probably the better decision. Ryan does not have any creeps near him. He does almost have his mech stunned, though, being charged. And the Sedge, Dragon Tail, straight to the face. Breathe Fire will miss Sedge. That might buy him enough time. Nope, Alchemist stun out of nowhere. You can't run from that. That's what we've learned thus far in this day of casting. There's no escaping the Alchemist stun unless you invest into a creep. That's a way of dodging it. I think on the back of that, they're going to go straight into the Roshan Pit. Use the move command on the Dragon Knight illusions, get a little bit more durability, or get a little more value off of them. No, this is going to... There's one. Okay, there you go. So the illusion is going to be tanking up Roshan. In case you don't know how to do this, you press the by default M key on your keyboard. Tell your illusion to move into Roshan, because illusions only dispel if they actually issue an attack on Roshan. So that's how you do that. Get a little bit of mileage out of your illusions when you're killing Roshan. Roshan is dropping slowly but surely. It will be spotted by Zoffin. Let's see some Gosu Dendi steals right here, Zoffin. Can he do it? Bane, a little bit too close. He is going to jump in. Gyrocopter gets the Aegis. Now Zoffin is going to get blown up. They were ready for him. They knew exactly what was coming. It was a trap, and you can see the line is drawn. Ryan wants blood in the bottom lane, and I think they're going to get it as well. They only have 20 seconds where the Storm Spirit is down, but hell, they're going to go for it anyway. Now, with a comp like this, Adaptable, I really didn't expect them to be pushing this aggressively. I thought they would have been playing a lot more patient with this greedy lineup, but a full early game Alchemist, a Dragon Knight who's been receiving a lot of support in the bottom lane, and Lycus going for the earliest of Gyrocopter builds with the Ring of Basilius as well as the Drum of Endurance. They're going to push as much as they can, and they're going to take this tower at the very, very least. Now Fire Dragon is up on the Dragon Knight. The tower does go down, and Chance picking that one up. Plague Wards continue to be placed, but really to no avail. Range melee racks going to be beaten down slowly but surely. Jumong going to get in there for a possible initiation. No, instead will cancel it once the dust gets popped. The racks, though, have gone down 15 minutes into the game. This is a devastating pushing lineup from Adaptable, and a two-man stun as well. They can even sit and just kill this range racks. Really, there's not much pressure going their way, and Feeble, though, will slow them down just enough so that they fall back. Range racks will eventually drop, and now I think it's got to be the top lane that they look for. Easy tier 2 into an easy push. Slow push, that is. Shadowblade now up on Railgun, so he will be able to get in there for free with that Doom. They still do have the Aegis up on the Gyrocopter, and the momentum is all in the hands of Adaptable. The gold advantage, the experience advantage, everything is in the hands of Adaptable. And the Bubbleblowers, they just need to take a good fight. That is going to be very difficult. They have a Doom on the other end. They have a Call Down on the other end. They have an early Enchantress on the other end, which is, I'm pretty sure why they picked up Enchantress so highly, because if they didn't take Enchantress, they couldn't be doing stuff like this. Bubbleblowers, they just need more space to farm at this point. If they could draw this out somehow, then they'll be a little bit more fine. But right now, I mean, it's 16 minutes in and they lost Raxes. There is now an Armlet Shadowblade on Jumong. The Radiant are going to be pushing endlessly, and really the Bubbleblowers, they're going to be looking for answers that they actually don't have. Not yet, at least. They need a lot more levels if they're going to go in on this one and actually take a favorable fight. Raxes means that the bottom lane is going to continuously push in. Range Rax with only 85 HP just needs someone to sneeze on it, and it will fall. Tower now on the tier 2. No dragon needed just yet. Just an Armlet Dragon Knight just poking away at it. We also do have Railgun, possibly looking for a target to gank. Credits to Bubbleblowers, though. They're going to make this a trade at the very least. They're going to take down this tier 2 tower. Danny tanking up a little bit of it, but I don't know if Adaptable even care. Yes, they do care. They care enough to fortify. They care enough to rotate Railgun in. Bane as well as Danny splitting up, teleporting out is the Bristleback. He will make it out alive. Bottom lane tower, though, Jumong getting instantly Shadowblade and Storm Spirit. Are you fast enough to get out of this? It looks like he will be. Though, not if he goes that way. There's the stun. No Shadowblade usage just yet, though. There's the Freeze Fire. Zoffin is going to receive support. Jumong is all alone. There's the Fiend Script. Jealousy going to start working on him, but look at the tankiness of this DK. They will kill him off ultimately. Haste Rune being used at the last second, trying to finish off Zoffin. They will kill off the Dragon Knight in the end, but he just took everything that they had. Now that the Lysander has an Armlet, it'll be a little bit easier for him. But still, that is just one of the pieces of the puzzle for Adaptable. They have so many other things going for them. They have an Alchemist now with the Blink Dagger. Yeah, that's initiation if I ever saw it. And they also have the double Shadow Blades from Railgun, as well as the Dragon Knight. So they're going to camp out the top lane, wait 12 seconds for the Dragon Knight to get his revival back up. And then I think it's going to be everyone towards the top lane, rather, not the bot lane. They already got the bot lane. With the melee creeps being all megafied, this range Rax just needs a couple hits, which is inevitably going to happen. So it looks like Jumong wants to go for the mid lane. That is some artistic drawing right there. Regular Picasso. We do have Lights looking for a stun. Is he going to find one? He will, I think, find the... No, he'll find himself. He definitely stunned someone in the map. He does have another one in 5 seconds. We'll spot out someone farming this. It's got to be the Lifestealer. I think they know it. Lifestealer playing with fire, however. He does... Oh, no, this is actually the Dire Ward. Never mind, I'm completely wrong. There we go. Blink stun. Lights is going to stun himself. This is going to be a huge opportunity for Jellypy to get a free kill. Though, with the support that he has behind him, the mech, the fairy spirits from the healing... Yeah, Enchantress is going to keep everyone alive. And by everyone, I mean Lights. He does have his ultimate as well. Alchemist is going to regenerate all that up very, very quickly. And here we go. The push in the top lane commences. Can they hold? That's the big question. There's another minute before Aegis is claimed. Lycus wants to die. That's really what he wants to do. Jumong up on the front lines with a double damage and an armlet. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Plus the corrosive skin as well. And Feeble will slow him down a little bit, but that pretty much just nullifies a little bit of like his armlet damage. They held the first wave. Plague Wards continuing to stack up as, well, that's it. That's all the counter push they have. Jumong in the front line just wants to land 1, 2, 3 taps on it. Jellypy's going to go straight in for Ryan Noob. He's going to get doomed up immediately. He's on his way out. Danny going to get burst down. Vanguard, no Vanguard. Zoffin going to take a couple missiles from the call down. He's going to force the ball lightning away, but there's a blink forward from Doom getting a stun onto Buck. 1 hit, 2 hit. That's the kill for the Alchemist. Doom in the meantime killing off the Lifestealer. Wow, really? Did he kill off the Lifestealer? He was all the way back in base. He's going to buy back into the game, but the Rax have already been taken. Ranged Rax is soon to follow. There it goes. Meantime, the bottom lane is also pushing in. Lycus with the Rock Barrage on the front line. Dragonite still in the Dragon form. Needs to get another Dragon Tail on someone. Gonna catch down to Zoffin before he get his ball lightning off. He's gonna chain stun. He will ball lightning his way out, but will it be enough? It looks like he will. Jellypy trying to get a kill onto Lycus before he does go down himself. He's gonna make his way back to the fountain, and Railgun can take a dip in the fountain because why not? It's only 20 minutes in. You might as well just go and do that. This game is over. 2 Raxes down, and Bubbleblowers, they have nothing left for them. Zoffin going to get Dragon Tailed immediately on his return. Lycus move out the BKB, that was his 10 seconds, I believe, and he will drop Railgun on his way out as well. Danny might have to be careful, though. The Quills are spraying very, very hard. Railgun's going to go down. Ryan stuck in a corner. They overextended a little bit too much, and it's going to cost them, but it's only going to cost them a certain amount. Ryan Noob, look at this. Look at this. What is like, he has 3 armor, and he's just like not dying because of untouchable. What a broken spell. What a broken skill. Not exactly a spell. Zoffin calls GG. We're going to go to the next game, guys. I don't think there's anything that can be said about this. That's it. This game is over. That was the most brutal of pushing that I've seen in a long time. Like, we've seen Pugnuds, we've seen Death Prophets. We haven't seen the Enchantress, Death, Dragon Knight, Alchemist, Gyro, Doom push yet. But hey, whatever works, right? We're going to move on to game number 2, guys. We'll see if Adaptable can close it out or if the Bubbleblowers can't bring it back. GG.